morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. Today we have class 10th with us, and we have the very interesting chapter Introduction to Microbiology. This is the part 3 of this chapter. We have already uploaded two videos, part 1 and part 2 of this chapter, and this is the last part of the chapter. So please see to it that you go and watch the previous previous two videos of this chapter to have a better understandings. And without wasting time, let's continue and learn something new and interesting in this chapter. So let's get started. So what is microbiology? First and foremost, let us understand that microbes or microorganisms are very minute living things that are usually unable to be viewed with the naked eyes. If you try to observe a microorganism, you will not be able to see them without a microscope. So, with your naked eyes, they are so minute you cannot see them through your naked eyes. Okay. What are some examples of microbes? Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, viruses are some examples. Now these are the names, and about them you have learnt in your 8th and your 7th standards also. So I hope that you know what are bacteria, what are fungi, what are protozoa, algae, viruses. Some are pathogenic and some are beneficial. Some are disease causing, whereas some are good for us. So it is important that it is not always that microorganisms are harmful to us. Microorganisms are good as well as bad, and how we make use of them. Okay. Let's talk about microbial pollution control. Now, how can microbes control pollution? We've never talked about this, right? We've always talked के किस तरीके से माइक्रोब्स हमें प्रोडक्ट्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं, बट अब ये नई चीज है, ये किस तरीके से माइक्रोब्स पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. लेट अस सी दैट. Solid waste, sewage and various pollutants are ever increasing with increase in pollution. Ever increasing diseases and degradation of environment are worldwide problems. Especially cities in dense populated countries like India are affected with these problems. Right? हमारे यहाँ पर हमेशा से increasing population है. Population के वजह से diseases के भी जो रेशियो है वो बढ़ते हैं, environment भी कम होता जा रहा है और बहुत सारे problems बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. Life of the future generation will be difficult if these problems are not solved at right time and to the right extent. Means if we do not take proper measures of cleaning our environment and making it a place to live, it is very difficult for the future generation to survive. So what could be done in order to do that? There are landfilling sites. Degradable waste being accumulated in urban area is used for this purpose. जो हमारे घरों से जो कचरा निकलता है और जो डिग्रेडेबल है, ठीक है, over there those are used. Large pits are dug in open spaces far away from the residential area. जहाँ पर लोग रहते हैं उनसे दूर बड़े बड़े खड्डे खोदे जाते हैं in open spaces and they are lined with plastic sheets ताकि सॉइल पोल्यूशन ना हो. ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर वहां पर जब कचरा डंप किया जाएगा तो वो सॉइल के अंदर वो चीजें विल गेट इनसाइड दैट सॉइल, राइट, और उसकी वजह से पानी भी, अगर उसके नीचे पानी है तो वो भी पोल्यूट हो सकता है. So compressed waste is dumped in the pit. It is covered with a layer of soil, sawdust, leafy waste and specific biochemicals. Bioreactors are mixed at some points. Okay, so there are microbes which are mixed with these waste products. Microbes present in soil and other outer top layer decompose the waste. Filled pit is sealed with soil slurry. Okay, after once it is filled completely, it is sealed with a soil slurry, मतलब soil से cover किया जाता है. Best quality compost is formed after few days. Such landfilling sites can be reused after removal of compost. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली क्या किया जाता है, रेसिडेंशियल एरिया से दूर कहीं पर जाकर एक बड़ा सा खड्डा खोदा जाता है, उसके अंदर प्लास्टिक की शीट लगाई जाती है अच्छी तरीके से ताकि ये सीप ना हो सॉइल के अंदर. देन द लेयर्स आर बीइंग डम्प्ड layer by layer. You have degradable waste, then you have soil layer, sawdust, leafy waste, and certain biochemicals and microbes which are there present already there in the soil. They react together and they give out a very nice compost. Okay, this compost could be used by plants and for various purposes, and this land could again be used for making the compost. Let us talk about sewage management. Now, what is sewage management? In villages, domestic sewage is disposed of either in nearby soil or in biogas plant. However, in cities, sewage needs to be carried to processing unit and acted upon by microbial process. Now remember, rural areas में जो sewage निकलता है वो बहुत कम होता है as compared to the sewage which is coming out from our cities. Okay, so it has to be processed and then it should be carried forward. Microbes which can decompose any compound as well as destroy the pathogens of cholera, typhoid, etc. are mixed with sewage. ठीक है? These release methane and carbon dioxide by decomposition of the carbon compound present in sewage. Phenol oxidizing bacteria decompose the xenobiotic chemicals present in sewages. The sludge that settles down in this process can again be used as a fertilizer. Water released after microbial treatment is environmental safe. Microbes are used for bioremediation of environment polluted due to sewage. ओके, सो अभी यहाँ पर एक्चुअली में हो रहा क्या है, जो हमारे घरों से जो सिटीज से जो सुवेज निकलता है उसे एक ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट में डाला जाता है. वहां पर माइक्रोब्स उसे प्रोसेस करते हैं एंड देन वो जो भी वेस्ट है वो सेटल डाउन हो जाता है एंड देन दैट वाटर इज लेट आउट. ठीक है, अब ये जो कचरा नीचे सेटल हो गया वो फर्टिलाइजर्स के एज ए यूज किया जा सकता है. एंड द वाटर रिलीज आफ्टर माइक्रोबियल ट्रीटमेंट इज एनवायरमेंटल सेफ. ठीक है, तो जो पानी आफ्टर ट्रीटमेंट पानी लेट आउट किया जाता है इनटू ओशंस एंड सीज, इट इज एनवायरमेंटल सेफ. Okay, so microbes are used in bioremediation of environment polluted due to sewage as well. Right, so here we have another type of technology that is called as clean technology. Now, what happens under clean technology? Human beings has made a very fast progress in all the technology that we know of, right? However, environmental pollution is also increasing with the same speed. जैसे जैसे तरक्की हो रही है वैसे वैसे the amount of pollution is also increasing. Let us see the ways of controlling over air, soil, land, water pollution with the help of microbes. Microbes have the natural ability of decomposing the man-made chemicals. Now, it would be very surprising that microorganisms can also decompose. जैसा हम लोगों को सिर्फ पता था कि जो ऑर्गेनिक मैटर्स है जैसे कि हमारी ह्यूमंस है या एनिमल्स है प्लांट्स है उनको डिकम्पोज करते हैं microbes. But apart from that, even chemicals they can decompose. They have the ability. There are some, not all, but there are some microbes which have the ability to decompose the chemicals as well. Hydrocarbons and other chemicals are transformed with the help of these abilities. Some microbes remove the sulfur from fuels, and metals like copper, iron, uranium, zinc, etc. leach into the environment from low quality metalloids. Okay, so they seep into the environment. These are converted into compounds before leaching with the help of thiobacilli and sulfobacilli. Okay, so these are the two microbes that are used in order to decompose these metals or sulfur in order to make less make it less harmful to the environment. Spilling of petroleum oil occurs in oceans due to various reasons, right? We have heard about कभी कभार एक्सीडेंट हो जाते हैं शिप्स के तो उसके वजह से ऑयल स्पिल हो जाता है या फिर ऑयल टैंकर्स के अंदर कभी कुछ हादसा हो जाता है तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ऑल्सो ऑयल स्पिल अकर्स एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट एज वेल बहुत अलग रीजंस भी होते हैं जैसे कि कभी कभार शिपिंग कंपनीज की या फिर कोई इंडस्ट्रीज है जिनके जिनके आउटलेट्स पानी के अंदर डाले जाते हैं ताकि उनका जो भी वेस्ट है वो पानी में चला जाए तो उस वजह से भी ऑयल is let into the ocean. Okay, there are various reasons for that. So this oil may prove fatal and toxic to aquatic organism. तो जो भी living organisms है पानी के अंदर उनके लिए ये dangerous है. We have learned in water pollution, right? It is not easy to remove the oil layer from surface of water by mechanical method. ओके सो मैकेनिकल मेथड से ये पानी को हम लोग अलग नहीं कर सकते ना तेल से राइट सो हाउएवर बैक्टीरिया like Pseudomonas species and Alkanovorex borcumensis can destroy the peridins and other chemicals that are there in the water. Hence, these bacteria are used to clear the oil spills. These are called as hydrocarbonoclastic bacteria, or in short, you can say HCB. Now, this HCB decompose the hydrocarbons and bring about the reaction of carbon with oxygen. Okay, so what do? Is they break down the hydrocarbons and bring about the reaction of carbon with oxygen, जो naturally available है. Carbon dioxide and water is formed in this process and carbon dioxide gas is released and water तो पानी में ही मिल जाता है ठीक है so this is how these microorganisms work and they are helping the environment in removing these oil spills and saving the living organisms that are there inside the oceans and the sea. Okay. Plastic bottles are formed from the chemical substance PET, polyethylene, terephthalate, polyester. Nowadays, most of the urban garbage consists of plastic. It has been observed that species like Vibrio, Ideonella, Sacchinensis can decompose the PET. Similarly, species of fungi like Acidomycetes, Streptomyces, Nocardia, actinoplanes have ability of decomposing rubber from the garbage. So these are a few examples of microbes which have the ability to decompose rubber also and to decompose plastic as well. हम लोगों ने अब तक पढ़े हैं कि प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स या फिर रबर है ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत इजीली डिकम्पोज नहीं होती इससे बहुत साल लग जाते हैं ताकि डिकम्पोज होने के लिए तो उसे डिकम्पोज होने के लिए दीज आर स्पेशल माइक्रोब्स which have the ability to decompose the plastic also and to decompose the rubber garbage as well. Okay, so these are very different microbes as compared to the microbes that we have learned earlier. Sulfuric acid is present in the acid rain. जब acid rain होती है तो we have learned कि उसके अंदर sulfuric acid होता है जो it is harmful for us and materials coming out of mines. You know that erosion of metals present in statues, bridges and buildings occur due to it. Sulfuric acid की वजह से हम लोग को पता है we have learned in India also that the Taj Mahal was pure milky white earlier but because of the acid rain it has turned yellowish in color. Okay, now that is because of the sulfuric acid which is present in the rain. तो ये सारे जो statues है जो monuments है bridge है ये सब चीज खराब हो सकती है because of the sulfuric acid. Now the sulfuric acid is a source of energy for some species of bacteria like Acidophyllum species and Acidobacillus ferrozidin. Hence, these bacteria can control the soil pollution occurring due to acid rain. Okay, so this is an example of Acidophilum species which is useful for breaking down the sulfuric acid and stopping from soil pollution. ठीक है, तो सॉइल अगर ये सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड सॉइल में भी गिरता है तो भी सॉइल पोल्यूशन होगा. ठीक है, एयर पोल्यूशन तो हो रहा है, उसकी वजह से वाटर पोल्यूशन भी हो रहा है, बट अगर ये सॉइल में गिरता है तो सॉइल पोल्यूशन भी होगा. तो इससे कंट्रोल करने के लिए ये बैक्टीरियाज जो है दे हेल्प इट एंड दे कंट्रोल द सॉइल पोल्यूशन occurring ड्यू टू एसिड रेन. Water soluble salts of uranium are present in the waste produced during electroplating and effluent released in environment from the atomic energy plant. ठीक है, atomic plants हम लोगों ने पढ़ चुके हैं. In your previous class also you have learned कि atomic energy plant क्या है. उसमें से जो यूरेनियम निकलता है that is very dangerous. Okay, उसे किसी भी तरीके से हम लोग अगर उसके पास जाते हैं तो we have learned that it is very dangerous for all the living organisms, right? So Geobacter converts these salts of uranium into soluble salts and thereby prevents those salts from mixing with groundwater source. So there are bacteria like Geobacter which are so strong that they can convert the salts of uranium into insoluble salts. Okay, अगर ये soluble salts को insoluble salts में convert कर देगा तो वो ground water में mix नहीं होगा, पानी में कोई चीज मिलेगी नहीं, तो वो harmful नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, so you can imagine how different these microorganisms, these bacteria are, these microbes are, which are helping us in so many different ways. Now let's see how microorganisms are helping in farming. So microbes and farming. Microbial inoculants. Now what is done is microbes which are there, they are mixed with the seeds. Okay, and these seeds are then used by the farmers so that they can get good yield. ठीक है, ये कोई तरीके का फर्टिलाइजर, हार्मफुल फर्टिलाइजर नहीं है. These are microbes which are helping the plant to grow in a much better way. Okay, so some microbes containing inoculant are produced by process of fermentation. These inoculants are sprayed on seeds before sowing and some of the inoculants are released into plants. Microbes in the inoculants help in plant growth by supplying nutrients. They improve the quality of vegetarian food. Solution containing azotobacter and artificial nitrogenous is used in organic farming. So here in short that I explained you, that is very simple. These are mixed, these are sprayed, these microbes which are cultured. Okay, cultured मतलब इसे grow किया जाता है ताकि इसे use किया जा सके on the seeds before sowing the seeds into the ground. ओके, ये माइक्रोब्स क्या करते हैं, ये सीड्स को हेल्प करते हैं अच्छी तरीके से न्यूट्रिएंट्स अब्सॉर्ब करने में या फिर न्यूट्रिएंट्स से खुद बनकर सप्लाई करते हैं. ना यू हैव लर्नड अबाउट एज़ोटोबैक्टर और द ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गे ड्यूरिंग नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. याद आ रहा है, जो नाइट्रोजन इज जो एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन को ब्रेक डाउन करता है इनटू नाइट्राइट्स एंड नाइट्रेट्स. Okay, if you do not remember, just go back and learn about that as well, so you will understand कि actually क्या concept क्या है. So azotobacter के अंदर ये property है कि वो नाइट्रोजन एटमॉस्फेयर का जो नाइट्रोजन है वो प्लांट्स के लिए अवेलेबल करता है इनटू सिंपलर फॉर्म्स. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से these microbes which are put into the seeds, okay, they are sprayed onto the seeds, help in different ways to the plant. Soil pollution occurring due to chemical fertilizers is prevented due to use of these solutions. As I told you in the previous slide कि ये जो microorganisms use किए जा रहे हैं ये chemicals नहीं है, ये microbes है, bacterias है जो help करेगा और जो नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाएगा ना ही plant को, ना खाने वाले को और ना ही soil को. ठीक है, so these chemicals are mixed with soil due to use of chemical pesticides in agriculture. These prove to be harmful to other plants and animals as well as cause skin diseases to humans. These pesticides in the soil can be destroyed with the help of microbes. So we have learned over the time that soil pollution भी होता है, उसके वजह से भी chemicals जो industries वगैरह से निकलते हैं वो soil में mix हो जाता है, या फिर जो garbage dump किया जाता है उससे भी जो भी pollution निकलता है वो soil में mix हो जाता है, ठीक है? And these are very dangerous. It can cause skin diseases in humans also, and it is very harmful for plants as well. So these pesticides in the soil, they can be destroyed with the help of the microbes. So now we have bioinsecticide. This is the last topic for the chapter, and let us understand more about it. Bacterial and fungal toxins which can destroy pests and pathogens can be directly integrated into plants with the help of biotechnology. Being toxic to insects, they do not consume the plants. Okay, so the plants itself become toxic to these insects which try to eat them. Similar to bacteria, some species of fungi and viruses are useful as pesticides also. Spinosads, a byproduct of fermentation, is a biopesticides. ठीक है, तो biopesticides, bioinsecticides, these are modified versions of insecticides and pesticides where microbes are used in order to kill the harmful bacteria and the fungus growth on the plants. If these insects try to eat the plants, they tend to die. Okay, so this is how bioinsecticides and biopesticides work on the plants. I hope this session was quite clear to all of you. In the next coming period, we'll be learning something new and interesting. Till then, if you have any doubts and queries, do ask us in the comment section. Till then, thank you. If you liked our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and this session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.